Hey guys, how you doing? It's KJ coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about really early game Raid Shadow Legends, where you need to focus your resources and your time to help maximize your gains on your account. So the first thing you're going to want to do is concentrate on getting your starter champion to 6-star level 60 fully ascended with full masteries. So what you're going to be doing very early game is you're going to be coming over to campaign. You're going to be starting on normal. You're not going to worry about 3-starring and unlocking all these rewards at the bottom. You just want to be playing through as far as you can. So even if you can only clear to stage 3 as Durham Forest, that is as far as you will go. And you will just sit and farm that until you get your starter champion up to level 30. Now, I do need to point out the starter gear you get for logging into the game is fantastic gear and will be with you for a very long time to come. So you will get your starter champion. That will be a 3-star. It will be Kale, Aethel, Alhain, or Galek. Now, depending which one of them you chose, depends how far through the game that will scale, but they are all fantastic champions. And you will continue using that champion until they look something like this. And this is my Kale that is still in a early to mid game account build. I mean, the gear has upgraded slightly, but I think these are actually like the starter 4-star boots you get when you start. I've just upgraded him a little bit with other odds and sods from around my account. And of course, you will get their masteries done. I would recommend you save your gems when you first start playing, and all of the gems you get, you then use to buy the first set of masteries for your starter champion. People tend to diversify what they're doing too quickly. So all of your time should be going into normal campaign and farming up your starter champion and your food champions. And once you start to get your champion to maybe level 40, 4-star level 40, top end of level 30 maybe, you will then start looking at bits of arena. Now, early game arena comes down to 2 numbers. And when you go to your arena page, just like here, you will have 2 numbers, your team power, their team power. Early game, these are the only 2 numbers that matter. If yours is higher than theirs within your first 30 to 40 days playing the game, 9 times out of 10 you are going to win that fight. If theirs is higher than yours, 9 times out of 10 they are going to win that fight. So don't put too much pressure on yourself with arena when you first start playing the game. It is something that will come with time, practice and resources, because it's not something you can just pick up and straight away just start plowing through arena. So my free-to-play account is currently 32 days played, I believe. I've not long got High Cartoon, and I am sat in Silver 3 or Silver 4 with a bit of a Great Haul coming along, because Arena is simply done to farm your medals up to do your Great Haul. As you can see, I'm currently saving mine for the next CVC, but as an earlier game player, you're going to be using them as and when you can. It will, of course, force you down the bad route of enabling you to do a 1 into attack or magic, spirit, and force affinity. This is something you don't want to go on pursuing. Once you've done those, you will stop with your attack. Usually, you will then move on to crit damage and accuracy in magic affinity, because your starter champion will be magic affinity and that will be your damage dealer for a long time to come. What you will do at first is you will find the highest level you can compete with your farmer. So it could be here, for instance, stage 4 of Durham Forest. And if that is the highest one you can complete with your farmer, your starter champion, you will then put 3 other champions in like this. Jump in, start the game. This is quite tedious when you first start, but the better your champions get, the further along you'll be able to farm. And as you can see, gaining XP then on your champions. And all you will do, you will repeat that process until... Where are they? So let's max him out this way. So we are going to pretend for the purposes of this video I've just played campaign to level him up. I've not put brews into him. I've not used my silver. I've just farmed his XP. When they look like this, a max level 22 star, you will then go pop in 2 more 2-star champions, take them to 3, and rinse and repeat until you have enough 3-star champions to take your starter champion to 4-star, and then you will rinse and repeat this on 4-star and 5-star to get your starter champion to 6-star. That is your first and main priority. And then while you are doing so, you're going to want to be farming Palace of Aravia, Balwin's Gate, and Valdemar Strait for either lifesteal gear, speed gear, or accuracy gear. Those 3 sets are the most important sets to an early game account. These 3 sets are still used, not so much lifesteal, but speed and accuracy sets are used well into the late game, and they are fantastic sets. So if we look at some of my champions now, my Arbiter, for instance, is still in speed gear, in 3 speed sets, just to be as fast as possible. What else have I got in? We go to my early account. So Bellower, he is my campaign farmer. He is a rare champion. He is still in accuracy sets. Kale, Apothecary, is still in a speed set. These sets scale. I've got an accuracy set on Kale. Speed and lifesteal pieces are still on my Frozen Banshee. You get Bellower. Bulwark is also still in accuracy gear. And for the bulk of the early and mid game, it's going to come from campaign. So you'll farm it in Palace of Aravia and Falwyn's Gate on normal. Then when your champions, when you get your starter champion to 5-star, you will then be farming the same gear, but on hard. Falwyn's Gate, Palace of Aravia, Valdemar Strait. And all you want to be doing is farming stage 6. Try and get yourself 4-star speed boots, 3-star speed boots. And then you will also farm the boss stage, stage 7, to get yourself chests, gauntlets, shield, helm, weapon that all have speed substats. And they will then go on to your champions to increase your speed, because speed is key to progressing through the game. So you can see on my Arbiter, every single piece I have on her has speed rolls. I don't have a particularly fast Arbiter. Mine is at 298 speed. To be competing at highest levels, they're 310, 315, 320 speed Arbiters. But that is where you're going to be focusing on early game. And once you get your starter champion up to level 40 or to a 4-star, you'll also start to pick off the early bits of faction wars. So if you picked Kale, for instance, you will be playing levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe of the Dark Elf Crypt while it is still open. Or the Orc Crypt if you picked Galek. Sacred Order if you picked Aethel. Or where's it gone? High Elf Crypt if you picked Alhain. So you'll just be doing those things to progress your account, all while your focus is still on upgrading your starter champion to a 6-star, fully ascended, fully mastered champion. So that's going to be it for this video. As I said, there will be a link down below for my free-to-play series, which will be showing you how you can then use champions you have and the resources at your disposal to maximize your account progression as a free-to-play early game player. That is all for this video. I will catch you next time. Thank you so much for watching.